Today on Sporting Top 10, we will be starting a new series of 3 videos where I will count down the lower tier, the middle tier, and the upper tier of MLB ballparks. And today we're going to go 30 to 21. Now just a disclaimer, I have been to every ballpark besides 6 of these. The 6 that I haven't been to are all along the West Coast, so you can figure that out. And at number 30 comes the O.Co Coliseum. Now the Oakland Coliseum, it's just an ugly ballpark. It's not even made for baseball. Like, as you can see, look at the field dimensions. It's all messed up. It's meant to hold a football field. It's just ugly. Like, I hate to say it. And I feel bad for the city of Oakland, too, because they're losing their sports teams left and right with the Oakland Raiders and stuff. But maybe they could build a new stadium for Oakland now. At number 29, we have Guaranteed Rate Field. Now, Guaranteed Rate Field is the home of the Chicago White Sox. And you might look at this saying, that's a decent field, why do you have it so low? I've been there. The atmosphere is absolutely atrocious. There is nothing unique about this stadium at all. It's on the outside of Chicago. Look, unlike Wrigley, Wrigley has atmosphere around the ballpark. And US Cellular just has a highway next to it and a parking lot around it. At number 28 comes Chase Field. Now, I'll be the one to say that I haven't been to this ballpark, but my father has. And he says that this stadium just looks like an airplane hangar from the outside. It's in the middle of the desert of Arizona. There's nothing around it, no atmosphere. And it's an okay, there are some good features about it. There's a swimming pool in right center, but other than that, there's really nothing that I could say good about this ballpark. And at number 27 comes in Great American Ballpark. Now, Great American Ballpark is the home of the Cincinnati Reds. Now, I might receive a lot of blowback on this one because, I mean, it's not too bad of a stadium, but I'm just not a fan of this stadium. It's right on the river of the Ohio and Cincinnati. There's just nothing that I like about this ballpark. And at number 26, we have Kauffman Stadium. Now, the locals like to call this the King. And I feel like this stadium is just old and outdated. It was built in the 60s. Like, the view from the outside is pretty good if you're looking onto the highway and in this way. But if you're inside the stadium, there is just green outside of it. It's overlooking a highway. There's not a good backdrop. The only thing I like about this stadium is the fountains in the outfield. At number 25, we have the Chavez Ravine. Now, the Chavez Ravine is where the LA Dodgers play their baseball games. But I have never been to this park. It's one of the West Coast parks that I've never been to. So I can't say officially that I don't like this park, but just a bird's eye view look at it. It's super plain. It looks over a giant field where, as you see, LA's in the background. They should have turned the stadium the other way. And there's an iPhone in left field, which is kind of unique. At number 24, we have Tropicana Field. Now, I know some people will say, why didn't you have this lower? But Tropicana I've been to multiple times, and I've been in every part of the stadium, and I actually really like it. It's very kid-friendly with a Devil Ray petting station out in right center field. And I actually like the diversity in the walls as they kind of cut in the corners. It's kind of unique. And also, I just don't mind the stadium, actually. I just don't mind it. Number 23, we have Comerica Park in Detroit. Now, Comerica Park hosts the Detroit Tigers home games. And Comerica Park, it's kind of just an average field. They have a good scoreboard in left field with Tigers above it. It kind of makes it cool. It's right in the heart of downtown with Ford Field where the Detroit Lions play right next to it. So this field isn't bad. It has some automotive mobiles for Detroit in center field. It's an average ballpark. At number 22, I have the Rogers Center in Toronto, Ontario. Now, the Rogers Center hosts the Toronto Blue Jays, and I might receive a lot of blowback for this pick, but the Toronto Blue Jays ballpark is right in the heart of downtown, and if the roof is open, it has a beautiful view of the CN Tower. You look straight up and you see the CN Tower. That's what I love about this ballpark. The ballpark in general is kind of ugly with the center field. They actually host people in hotel rooms there, so you can watch the game there. So there are some unique, kinky features about this ballpark that I like, but overall, it's an average park. At number 21, we have the Milwaukee Brewers Ballpark, Miller Park. Now, Miller Park, it's kind of a pros and cons situation. Miller Park is in the middle of a desolate parking lot. It is not in the city of Milwaukee. It is outside the city of Milwaukee. But what's cool about it is that they have a slide in left field where their mascot goes down after every Milwaukee Brewers home run. And if you just look at the dimensions of the field, it's kind of plain, but like they have a big scoreboard. It kind of does the field justice. Average park. This list will be continued later in the summer. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Sporting Top 10.